Happy Wednesday, YouTube. How are you guys doing today? So Wendy Williams let the world know yesterday that on her show yesterday, that she had been staying for a couple of months now. She had been staying in a sober living house. A sober living house is also referred to by some people as a drug treatment rehabilitation center. We know that years ago, Wendy wrote a book, and in that book, she let the world know that she once had been addicted to cocaine. She said that by the grace of God, she just went cold turkey. She basically stopped using the drugs. So, in the light of all of this new information, which Wendy shared with us yesterday, by the way, she had to share this information with us yesterday because a news source by the name of the Daily Mail was going to drop the story. They had photos of her husband and herself taking her to the sober living house in Queens / residential drug treatment center in Queens. So she had to let the world know what was going on because they was going to drop the story anyway. So whatever the case, I'm glad that she came out with this story because, like I said, she had wrote in her book. She did interviews talking about her drug addiction and how she stopped cold turkey. Many people, and I suspect, just let me say this, I suspect that Wendy has been a functioning addict for a while now. We've seen a couple of incidents in which Wendy has showed signs of, being high. Like before she left on this last sabbatical, she was slurring her speech. Her arm was in a sling. She was really going through a traumatic time because pictures and news reports had started resurfacing about her husband and his side chick once again. We know that for years, her husband, Kevin Hunter, has had a side chick. It had been reported that she was pregnant once again. It said that she had been pregnant once before. We also learned, and proof was shown that he had bought a house with Wendy's money for his side chick. That their house was down the street from Wendy's house, and I'm assuming he was going back and forth between homes, right? So, as a result of all of that, I'm assuming Wendy relapsed. She got really bad. She said she fell and hurt her arm. She was on camera, like I said, slurring speech. She went on to tell everybody that she was on painkillers because she hurt her arm. We know that she left her show for at least a month and a half. She had co-hosting the shows on the show, to the point to where people were wondering if she was even going to return to the show. But thankfully, Wendy did return to her show last week. She let the world know that she's been hearing all the rumors that have been going around. She said, don't believe those rumors. She loves her husband. She's going to be with her husband forever. But if, in fact, if those rumors of Kevin Hunter allegedly committing of domestic violence on Wendy Williams, if those stories are true, I hope that while she's in this drug rehabilitation center, that she will gain the tools and the strength that she needs to not only leave the drugs alone, but also divorce her husband. Okay, which I think is going to happen after she leaves this home, because she's probably been along with Kevin in her addiction for many, many years. I suspect that he's been holding this information along with a whole lot of stuff that he's known about her over her head for many, many years, to the point to where she basically can't take it no more. So, and I can't believe that he agreed to her going to this sober living house. She had to be pretty bad. Things had gotten real far, to the point to where she was going to actually do permanent damage to herself for this leech right here to agree to her being away from him for so long. Because if he is abusing her, that means that he's had total control over her for years. Okay, and when you are a domestic violence abuser, you never want your victim to be away from you, but it's starting to affect his pockets, and he didn't have any other choice. Okay, so like I said, Wendy fessed up yesterday. She had to, because the Daily Mail was gonna report this story for her if she didn't break the news herself. I don't know if I said that earlier. I'm saying it again. I'm talking fast. I gotta forgive me. But anyway, for whatever reason, I'm glad she let the world know what she's going through because she can help somebody. And she also said on her show that her and her husband started a foundation. And if you call this 888 number and you are addicted to drugs, they will try their best to help you find yourself a treatment center so that you can, get help for this drug addiction, okay? We know that opioid abuse is running rampant, in this community, in the United States. Just let me say, in the United States and abroad, these days, okay? So for her to start that foundation and also want to help people while she's trying to get help herself, I think that says a lot about Wendy. I'm proud of Wendy. I'm not going to kick her while she's down. A lot of people are trying to kick her while she's down because some of it is justified because she goes hard and she is merciless when she's talking about people's, private lives, these entertainers' private lives. She says she has said many bad things about a lot of people that are going through some of the same things that she's going through right now. But for whatever the case, and for whatever the reason, behind this, I'm glad that she is helping people while she is helping herself. Do you see what I'm saying? And now we know why she was out, she was off of her show for so long. Because when you enter a drug treatment center, because I have worked in a drug treatment center for years, when you first enter that center, that residency, you are not automatically allowed to go out and work. You have to be on the grounds of that facility, sometimes for up to a month or longer, and you go through levels. And in one of those levels is the intake period, and that is to dry you out, detoxify your body from the drugs. Okay, because so when you first have to detoxify the body, and then you start to get therapy for the mental part of it. So I'm assuming that she's detoxified her body, she's clean physically, and now she's undergoing the therapeutic part. And when you start to undergo the therapeutic part, if you have been a working addict, like I suspect Wendy has for years, you are allowed to go to work. But you also have to return back to the facility, and you can do that, every day. Okay, but you still have to return to the facility. For some people stay in treatment for a couple of months. Some people stay in treatment for up to a year, or longer. However long it takes for you to overcome this addiction physically and mentally, if you can afford it, you are allowed to stay at that facility. And I'm assuming that's what's going on with Wendy right now. I hope she truly gets the help that she needs. I hope she gets away from that husband as a result of her stay in this sober living home so that she can live her best life. Because nobody should have to be going through all of this late in your life. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for now. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get this conversation started in the comment section below. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Peace.